following my content for a while, you will know that I'm absolutely obsessed with bow distribution and bow speed. Why? Because these two elements, these two skills are what allows us to create beautiful phrases on the cello. However, in my experience, it's also something which is not taught anywhere near as much as it ought to be. So today's exercise is dedicated to training bow distribution, stroke bow speed, because the two are really very closely related. So the first thing I'm going to do is stick on a metronome to, I have it on 72, but you can play around with it a bit. And what we're going to do, each note we play will be of the exact same duration. So imagine just playing crotchets, but each one will have a different bow speed. We are starting in the middle of the bow with a tiny amount, and each subsequent note will get more and more, like so. And in reverse. There you go. Now, as you could probably tell there, with each subsequent note, as I started using more and more, added more and more speed to the bow, and the bow got bigger, I started to create more and more sound. And indeed, that is one way of making a crescendo, by increasing, switch that metronome off, by increasing the bow speed. And in fact, I think it is perhaps in most situations the best and the most beautiful way to create a crescendo, rather than adding pressure, which can quite often strangle the sound a little bit. Try adding speed to the bow. Yeah, so you end up with this sort of pattern, this zigzag. Actually, one of my students only this morning called it the Harry Potter bowing, which I quite liked. So so that's what we're going to call it. Yeah, so give that a go, and a little bit later on in the series there will be another exercise in the same direction, but this one is a good starting point.